Hello guys, happy Monday. Welcome back to my channel. It has been a hot minute since I posted a video. I just wanted to apologize for that first up. I got sick, probably, was it last weekend? Not last weekend, the weekend before. And it completely threw off my filming and uploading schedule. So I just took a couple of weeks to kind of make sure I was feeling so much better before I delved into filming again, because the last thing you feel like doing when you crook is picking up the camera. But we are feeling so much better, we're back and at it, and we are back with another reading vlog. It is the afternoon, I finished work, I finished my workout, so if this is a bit shaky, please excuse that, because for some reason my hands have not stopped shaking since I did my workout. It's probably the pre-workout, let's be honest. That thought just occurred to me. I have been brainstorming what to read, and I have decided on Exasperating by Onley James. It's the first book in her Elite Protection series. I have read this one. I don't really remember it. I have vague memories, but like, I've read a few books like this and they're kind of blurring together. From what I've read of the blurb, you have Lincoln, who now has a very easy job babysitting the son of a senator because this kid has absolutely no discipline and he needs a firm hand apparently. And then you have Wyatt, who's the son, who is just kind of acting up, partying a little bit too hard, and he does something that warrants his father's ire, puts his re-election in jeopardy, and so that's how Link gets hired. And drunkenly, Wyatt confesses that Link would make a very good daddy, and so the two of them kind of have this deal. Wyatt gets a daddy, Link gets a paycheck. Hunky-dory. Everyone's well and good, and they'll go their separate ways at the end of this. Now, I have vague memories of someone who likes cooking, but I think that was in the White House. I think that might have been Valor on the Move. Oh, you know what? This might be the one where Wyatt has like his own like little house or apartment thing, and there's a woman who makes him sandwiches, and he likes makeup. Those are like the random memories that I have of this book. I think that's this book. But anyway, the reason for this reread is because Onley James did post that having prior knowledge of her Elite Protection Services series would come in handy before reading Lunatic, which is going to be the 6th book in her Necessary Evil series. I love Onley James. Why I haven't finished this series, I have no idea. But I do want to read it before going into Lunatic because I want to have all of the background information I possibly can before reading that book. So we're probably just going to binge this series this week. And you're coming along for the ride. Good morning. Is it morning? Yes, for about another 20 minutes. Happy Tuesday. I am making myself breakfast for lunch as usual, but anyway, figured I would update you on my reading progress. I don't even want to know what time I went to bed last night. I didn't even check my phone, a clock, anything, because I didn't start reading Intoxicating until about 10:30, and I was at least 50% of the way through the book by the time I finally fell asleep. So we're just gonna leave it at that. I am really enjoying it so far though. I can kind of see why I only gave it 4 stars, because it's not really speaking to me like some of her other books have done, but that's not to say I'm not loving it, which I am. And I was right kind of in the beginning when I said, oh, this is the one where like someone makes him sandwiches and he likes his makeup and whatever, because that is the one that I'm thinking of. And I have very vague memories of what happens at the end of this book, or like towards the end of this book. The part of like what happens in the book isn't good, but I still like to read about it because it's one of those times where a protagonist gets injured and the other one fawns, and we all know how much I love that little theme. So I have that to look forward to. Other than that, this morning I've just been doing some business stuff, working on getting some new features added to the website. So I have added a little feature where now if you go look through the MM Romance collection, you can actually sort the books by trope. So you can kind of search for whatever trope you want and it'll display all the books in that trope, which I wanted to do when I launched the website, but I couldn't figure out how to do it and just kind of pushed it to the side. But I figured out how to do it, so now that's live. And I'm currently working on trying to get a wish list feature added as well. I've managed to get the button on the product that says add to wish list, but trying to get the actual wish list where I want it is rather confusing because it involves all this coding and I don't get it. So I'm waiting for my dad to wrap up work for the day because he knows that a bit more than me and he's going to try and give me a hand. And then I've been working on the social media posts for the blind box release, which is going up on Monday, which is the same day this vlog will be going up. So it'll actually be live by the time this vlog goes up. I have been wanting to do this for so long. It is an Romance mystery box. So it's $60 for the box, which includes shipping, which I think is great because depending on where you live in Australia, shipping can be so expensive. And I had no idea until I'm seeing what some people are paying for shipping. And I'm like, thank you for supporting my business. And I'm so sorry about the cost of shipping, but there's not a whole lot I can do about that, unfortunately. Each box contains 2 Romance novels, and I created this Google form so that when you order the box, you can go to this form, pop in your name and your order number, and you can actually choose which tropes you want each book to contain. So you can choose 1 trope per book. So just say you want one book to be an enemies to lovers and you want the other book to be a slow burn, then you can choose those tropes. Or if you want both books to be an enemies to lovers, you can choose that as well. Or if you want to be like completely blindsided, see what I did there, then you can choose that as well, which is fantastic. And I also I didn't want to send people though books that they don't want or books that they already have. So there's also a little feature where you can select all of the books that are listed in the store that you either don't want or already own, and then you won't get those books in your blind box. But I'm just really excited for it to go live and I can't wait. Okay, I'm back already, but I just got a delivery. This is an order that I placed for the store not even a week ago. This came really quickly. It is a bit of a smaller order, but only because I'm so dumb. I was looking at the price they had, and I've looked at the same price ever since I started buying books from this company, right? And I was like, oh yeah, that seems a bit much, but I guess they supply so many bookstores, so obviously the price is normal. What do I know? And then I received my invoice from this order, and this is the 4th or 5th order that I've placed, and finally actually took a good look at it and realized that the discount that they show, I get off that price that they show. So I think it's a little bit weird that they don't actually show you the discounted price. They show you a price, they show you a discount, and then you kind of have to work out, okay, this is actually what I'm paying for it, which is a little bit strange, not gonna lie. But hey, works out that my order was half of what I thought I was paying, so that's fine. Just means that I would have ordered more if I had have known that when I placed the order. But anyway, also if anyone has ordered from me and they're wondering where the paper comes from that I wrap their books in, this is where it comes from. Comes from book deliveries like this. And also, if you've been following me for a little while, you know that I work at a library. We get a lot of book deliveries in a library, and part of my job is opening up those boxes and checking in all the new items, and every single box has meters and meters of this recycled paper. So I take it home and I put it to good use wrapping books for you, everyone. So I take it home and I wasn't talking to you. I'm already very excited by what I'm seeing in here. Okay, so in that first box we had quite a few different books. Some of them will be new to the store and some of them will be restocks. So firstly, these aren't all of them, I think some of the others might be scattered in the other boxes, but we have Unhinged, Headcase, and Moonstruck by Onley James. These books sold out so quickly, you will not believe. I didn't even really get a chance to advertise them on my social media accounts before. I only had 1 copy left of each, so I thought, okay, I need to do a restock. Also have copies of the new covers of the Him series by Serena Bowen and Elle Kennedy. These covers are kind of gorgeous, not gonna lie. When I did see them online, I was like, kind of prefer the OG covers, you know, but these ones, they feel so nice. They have that, I don't really know how to describe it, and I'm just fondling this book at this point, but it's that soft kind of, it's not the shininess that you get with these ones. It's like that softer matte kind of cover. Very nice. Anyway, if you haven't seen the new covers yet, this is the new cover for him. I'll see if I can pop like an older cover photo up here. I still have 2 copies of that old cover left in my store if anyone wants to grab one, because you can't really find those covers anywhere anymore. So if you're wanting to get a copy of him before they're gone for good, I guess, then might want to get your hands on them now. This is the new copy of Us. Unfortunately, I don't actually have any copies of those, which is a bit of a pain because that means I have an incomplete collection. And then we also have Epic, which is the little novella following those 2 books. It's like a 7-chapter novella. It's really thin. But yeah, kind of obsessed. I will definitely, I think, be buying myself a copy of these. Are you kidding? They are kind of gorgeous. I was honestly just picturing how they would look on my bookshelf. We also have a book that is already stocked in the store, but this is a different cover. So we have Frat Wars King of Thieves by Saxon James. I have the cover with the gorgeous male model on the front of it, but this is the special kind of like, what would you call it? Like an not really an animated, a drawn cover? Anyway, that's what that looks like. Very gorgeous, very shiny as well. But the fun other addition here is that I also have Master of Mayhem. So I don't have the male model cover of Master of Mayhem. I am looking to get my hands on it very shortly. But for now, we have both of these special copies, which I'm very excited about. Onto the second box. This one is a fair bit smaller, so I'm curious to see what they put in this one. Me acting surprised as if I didn't place this order myself. I find these boxes so hard to get into because they do have like a perforated edge where you're supposed to be able to open it, but like it's not deep enough that you can actually tear it. And the thumb hole that you're meant to be able to put your thumb in to open it, they put the packing sticker on top of it every single time. And I'm like, how do you expect me to be able to open this then? Oh, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? These books weren't on the invoice, so I kind of thought that they forgot. I'm so excited. When I saw that these books were available for purchase, I was like, there is no way in hell I'm not getting copies of these. Are you joking? And I feel like I'm hyping this up so much, but you guys will agree with me. I know you will. We have the hardcover copies of the Necessary Evil series. Are you joking? Look how gorgeous those spines are. Are you kidding? I'm kind of obsessed. Like, look at this. So book 1, Unhinged. Are you ready for this? I want you guys to see this at the same time that I do. Are you kidding? It's got like friggin' scales on the front of it. Like, what? Okay, here's Psycho. Bam, Moonstruck. Orange scales. Head case. Ooh, these actually look very similar. This looks almost identical to Unhinged. I thought it'd be a bit more red, but it's actually a bit more pinky. Interesting. Madman. Oh my god. Yellowish scale. These will be available for purchase on the website, but they are going to be a print on purchase item just because they are a tad expensive. Moving on to the third and final box. Yes, here are my copies of Psycho that we ordered, and then the extra copies of Madman that I ordered as well, just because didn't quite order enough the first time because I wasn't expecting them to sell out, so figured I'd better order a couple more. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy that little sneak peek into store business. I'm honestly so ready for a nap. So it's Saturday. I didn't film anything yesterday because I did end up having my friends over and didn't go to bed until maybe like 1 o'clock in the morning, and still ended up getting up early because I had work today. So I am very tired, and I think tonight is going to be an early night for me. I feel like my face is way too close to this camera. I have finished Captivating. I finished it... When did I finish it? It was either Thursday night after Taekwondo or Friday before I went to work. And I did enjoy it, but I'm still sticking with a 4-star rating because it really wasn't that book that I just wanted to drop everything to read. So while I enjoyed it, I wasn't fully immersed in it. I'm also wondering though, why did Elijah come back to LA? But we knew from early on, even the blurb, that Elijah was a child star. He left LA when he was 12 and now he's back. Why is he back? This might be spoiler territory. I'll pop a little number over here you can skip to if you don't want to hear what I'm about to say. But yeah, why did he come back to LA? Because it's mentioned that like his mum came to find him after his grandfather died and she wasn't getting any more money because when he was 12 and his grandfather found out that he had been sexually abused as a child, he took Elijah away from his mother. They moved to Montana. She stayed in Hollywood. His grandfather sent his mum a check, I think every month, to like keep her away from Elijah. And as soon as the grandfather died, she came to Montana looking for him and they somehow both ended up back on the big screen and in LA. And it's like, why did Elijah come back to LA? Why did he rekindle that relationship with his mother even though he knew that he didn't owe her anything? He's always hated the publicity of being an A-list actor. I feel like it was never quite covered why he actually made that decision. Like, he loves acting, we know that, and I'm sure that had some part to play in the decision. Anyway, I don't even remember the name of the book that I'm reading now. It's book 3. I only got a couple of chapters in before I had to go to work this morning. Exasperating. That is the name of book 3. In this book, we are following Calder, who is another security agent from Elite Protection Services. We do meet him briefly in book 2 at the very beginning and he plays a little bit of a part towards the end, but we are following him and Robbie, who was Elijah's pretend boyfriend in book 2. But of course we know that that didn't last very long because Elijah actually ended up with Shep, so now we are reading about Robbie and Calder. I'm very excited. We're only 4 chapters in, but I am enjoying it so far, and I'm kind of excited just to see where this goes. I'll probably just update you guys tomorrow at this point because I feel like I'll be crashing straight after dinner. I'll let you know how far into Exasperating I get, but I do need to edit this video tomorrow, so I might not finish it in this vlog. But I haven't really had the motivation to sit down and film an actual like recommendations video or something recently, so who knows? We might be picking this vlog up again on Monday.